So the Indiana Fever, obviously, we all know they drafted Raven Johnson, who it was a pick that made no sense at the time. It's a pick that kind of sort of still doesn't really make sense now, even given the benefit of hindsight. That being said, Raven Johnson, he's going to be a serious player. A serious player. Look, it seems very confusing that they brought in Raven Johnson with Ty Harris. And I mean this in general. Ty Harris is like, maybe they'll be able to find a way of getting an asset for Ty Harris, because I don't see them not playing Ty Harris. But maybe they will. Maybe they just won't play Ty. And Raven will be that backup point guard. Maybe Raven will become a small forward. Fuck it, Raven, become Marcus Smart. Guard the ball and just go and be this off-ball player. But everything you're seeing with Raven Johnson, she just seems like she's probably asking Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham 100 questions here. It's genuinely, there's a reason obviously why Dawn Staley was very high on her. And to be honest, had Ty Harris not been signed, I think the Raven Johnson made 100 times more sense. But it is going to be unfortunate watching her not play too much as a rookie. Because again, it's old WNBA with a veteran point guard backing up Caitlin. And yeah, and it's funny because Ty Harris was genuinely one of the biggest steals in free agency. So and the Fever don't have the salary to, trade her for another asset. Is there any big making 400k? But you're seeing it everything. And this is a hilarious clip, by the way. This is a hilarious clip. I'll play the audio for you guys after this. Let's take a listen. Raven calling Caitlin the GOAT, which is madness. And obviously Raven there before practice with Sophie Cunningham. And that's the thing where it's like, if we're being real, Raven Johnson seems like she is, the word sponge doesn't even describe Raven Johnson. It seems like she is trying to get every bit of information she can to be the best pro possible. And you want to see that in a player. It's just you also want to see her play. I'm just going to see if I can find a 2026. Are there any players whose salaries match up with Ty Harris on a 1-year deal that you're like, or even on a 2-year deal, where you're like, okay, maybe. So I just want to see the, where is it? Signed years 2026. Can I check on a per year basis? I say it's an average per year. So let's look in the 400k range. It does not appear that so these are all in the totals. On a 1-year 400k range, does not appear to be there. She does not appear to be there. I just need to see, is there anyone that has the salaries? Because I'm like, surely there is there's a player that kind of is somewhat close in salary to her, if you're like, okay, yeah, if it's not working out. So she's on 400k. Ty Harris. AB Portland already have their point guards. Damn. JC, nah. You're not going to be able to make the JC trade. Dana Evans, nah. You need a big... Fuck it. We'll toss if Aaliyah Edwards doesn't work out, we'll toss you a 2nd round pick. We'll give you Ty Harris. Send Ty Harris back to Connecticut. We'll give you 2 seconds. We'll give you 2 2nd round picks, maybe. I'm just trying to think, is there any, 1-for-1 swaps with Ty Harris where I'm that a team would consider doing that would help the Fever? Unless you're going Kiara Linskins or something. Or, yeah, unless he wants pure sizing Kiara Linskins. Because, I don't know, with Raven, if Raven is as good as people say she is, I don't know where Ty Harris's minutes come in. But Ty Harris is really good. She's really good. And then people are like, oh yeah, Ty Harris is going to back up Kelsey Mitchell. Then watch Shatori Walker-Kimbrough for. What is Shatori Walker-Kimbrough for? Like with Shatori Walker-Kimbrough, do you then just get rid of her and put in Justine Passat? And that might make it all make sense. Ty Harris coming in as a shooting guard. Not only with Ty Harris coming in as a shooting guard, Ty Harris or Raven coming in as a point guard, and you've got Passat as a long-term asset, maybe. Maybe. It is genuinely one of those things where I'm like, okay, maybe they go and do that, but it does genuinely seem like we're looking at a player that is absolutely going to be a key part of the Indiana Fever, and is clearly trying to, get as much as they can out of from her teammates, learn as much as possible. That's all you want to see from a player. That is all you want to see. And it is funny. It's funny as well, the crazy South Carolina fans going out of their way to going out of their way to, disown Raven Johnson. That, that'll stop all the BS narratives. Just like with the whole Caitlin and Aaliyah BS stuff, and Aaliyah didn't despise Caitlin immediately, so South Carolina, their hardcore fans just turned on Aaliyah. That's fine if that happens with Raven. There's a whole bunch of new fans that will, millions and millions of new fans that will be on your side. But I do feel like Raven will genuinely be a big asset to this team. And I think when it's all said and done, they, when it's all said and done, it probably will be Caitlin. Maybe Raven comes in as the Marcus Smart. Maybe that's what they decide to do. They build Raven up as a, look, if you're taking the ball up, you're a Mario Chalmers point guard, which I've always said with Caitlin, and you get the ball past the halfway line, and what you do is you get the ball to Caitlin Clark. With Kelsey Mitchell gone, there's a very good chance that's her role next year. So you never know. If the Fever are playing like that, she could play a your turn, my turn, taking it up with Caitlin, and her being that pass first point guard is just going to get the ball to Caitlin Clark and be hopefully a spot-up shooter. And that's the one thing I do want to see from Raven Johnson this year is because I do think most of her minutes are going to come at the 2. I think most of her minutes are going to come at the 2. I think some will come at the 1. But I want to see more than anything is the ability to space the floor. Genuinely want to see the ability to space the floor from Raven, because if she's able to do that, there's going to be minutes for her. And the one player I do think is going to take quite a big hit when it comes down to it for Raven Johnson is Lexi Hull. Because if Raven shoots better than Lexi, I don't know what Lexi brings. No offense to Lexi being like, oh yeah, she's taller, but if the two of them put their hands up in the air, I think they reach the exact same point. It's because her head is higher. Doesn't really mean anything. You don't rebound the ball with your head. But anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it, lads. That's the video. See you guys.